Sup y'all, it's Ald, and today I'll be doing the Stone-Sheathed Sword Critical Run, Day 2. Probably the finale, so... This is attempt 2 of just getting started with the day. Let's just get right into it, kick. We are in the midst of fighting Fire Giant. I know we're at Commander Neil, but we gotta go to Fire Giant first. So, very nice. Last time we murdered everybody in our path. It was pretty crazy, actually. Even Moog. Although Moog was a bit slower than usual. We're super close to getting the frickin' Moog skiv, but not quite. But still, it was pretty good, so. Fire Giant's been giving me some problems. We're gonna see if we can murderate him this time. Very nice. Very nice, boys. Let's not get hit by Borealis, because he hits extremely hard. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Onwards and upwards, gents. There we go. I'm really glad that I'm able to use the Misericord in this run because there's so much potential with that weapon, it's insane. Especially for my least favorite fight, Jory. Jory the Inquisitor is a freaking chud, dude. Like, actually. Jory is super annoying to fight. Very annoying with all the summons and, like, the stupid hitboxes he has. But he's very weak to backstabs. Or I guess I should say he's prone to backstabs. So, having a weapon like Misericord on Jory is like my dream come true. I got it on my template 150 character, so every single New Game Plus run from here on out will have access to that weapon if I want to, which means I can turn Jory into a pile of paste very easily. Super hype about that. You know what? I'm not even gonna go grab the freaking Grace, because I know I'm not gonna die anymore on this dude. No deaths on Fire Giant. We're past that now. That was the old me, Keck. I will say, though, Fire Giant sucks for this spin-off of the build, because you can't crit him that much. So actually, Dagger Talisman and Blade of Mercy are going bye-bye. And we're gonna put on Flame Drake and Dragon Crest. We're just gonna grind out the fight, basically. Literally just gonna grind it out. Let's see what happens. Oh, this ain't good. Oh, that's fine. That's a little weird. The leg didn't come off. Using Square Off as a movement tool is not something I expected. Alright, we're real close to the edge now, which isn't good. Oh, there's a rock in my way. Oh my goodness. That hate this fight. There we go. He's in a much better spot. Oh my goodness. I hope whoever designed this fight is not working at FromSoft anymore. Or they're on the freaking Duskbloods team or something, I don't know. Either or. Oh my goodness, he's fire camping, dude. Annoying chud. Good. We just phase. There we go. Yeesh. Okay. And their golden bow. You can't hit him in the head here. It's a bit risky. So I decided not to do that most of the time. The rocks can also hit you from directly under him, which seems BS, but they can. Okay, go on there, not on the bottom, next to the ledge. This is fine though. Got him in the eye. I don't know why I didn't stagger there. It's a little weird. Oh, I might be dead here. We're good. He is being really annoying. But I guess that's par for the course, huh? You see how hard it is to stagger him. There we go. Royal Knight's Resolve. Hit him in the eye. This doesn't do a lot of damage though. I don't know why. He must have like high pierce resistance or something. It's like the only explanation. GG. After some minor problems on him, we got him down. Thank frick. Okay. Let's go up to the beacon, but we're not going there yet. We're gonna go to Millennia now and take care of that. The good news is, after Millennia, most of the game should be pretty free. Square Off just murders everybody else, with a couple like minor weird exceptions. Millennia herself, though, there is a glaring problem with this build, and I'll talk about that when we get to her. Also, we gotta update our counter. I can't forget that. Once I sit down here and teleport, we'll do that. Let me just make sure I'm away from any ledges, because that is problematic. Okay, there we go. Alright, we gotta go to Commander Neil, but first, let me update our counter. Boom. 9 out of 26. Very nice. Oh yeah, I didn't check the build thing last time, actually. I should have checked the build calculator to see if strength or dex is better, but I think dex is going to be better at this point. That's the inclination I have. So we're going to go with that. There's also a safety strat I'm going to implement on the walkthrough to Millennia that'll save me some headache on the Crystallians, because if you get really bad RNG on the Crystallians, they can actually kill you. Especially on New Game Plus, and you take more damage. Or they just do more damage, I should say. Alright, save and quit here. Cool, cool, cool. Excellent. Now, Commander Neil should be fairly easy. The hardest part, honestly, is just killing the first dude. That's it. Kill the dual wielder chud, and then you're home free, basically. Oh, I didn't change out my loadout. I can do that during the fight, though. Come here, chud. There we go. Yeah, stay over there, boys. What do we have on? Oh yeah, dagger, blade of mercy, right? Boom! Frick yeah. Hot swap to the Misericord. Alright. I'm going to rebuff up now and prepare to murderate Neil. You can dodge this. Hit that. No. Holy, okay, he's one way, he's one way. Annoying chud. That was pretty bad RNG right there. Alright, good RNG, good RNG, good RNG. Thank you, thank you. We can stun him after this. There we go. I don't think you can Royal Knights resolve him, or it's really close. So I do have to switch back my Misericord from heavy now the Fire Giant's dead as well. Gotta do that right after this guy. So I do way more crit damage. Boom, let's try Royal Knights Resolve. Oh, I had no stamina to use it. Okay. Yeah. Wow, he quick attacked. My luck is so good, dude. Oh, I got... Okay, yeah, whatever. Not even gonna recognize that. Good fight overall. Good fight. Very nice. We gotta switch back our Misericord to fire, though, because from now on, no one is Giga Fire resistant. Even Mesmer. You'd think Mesmer would be, but he's not. Relatively speaking, at least. So we'll go switch back to here. Very nice. Cool. So let's go to here. Yep, Royal Knights Resolve, fire. Remember, we're doing split damage because the flat damage negation for different damage types is ignored with crits, so therefore, in most cases, split damage is better on your Misericord. The only exception is if the boss has percentage resistance, that is heavy against that element. So for mine, that would be Moog and Fire Giant. They are both very fire resistant. Moog more so, which is kind of funny if you think about it. If you're running a Dex version of this build, I don't think you need to switch off lightning ever. I don't know of a single boss that has Giga High lightning resistance. So I guess Dex has a small advantage there, but it's not a big deal to switch. Honestly, it's not that big of a deal. Alright, good old Deathless. Hopefully I can keep this Deathless in this version. This attempt to voice. If I can kill Millennia, I think we're good to go. Honestly. Especially now that I've practiced Metter. Although Metter is going to be a unique case in this run. It's going to be hard to get square-offs without just getting hit. Because Metter's recovery frames are like really high for no reason. So yeah. It's really, really hard. I guess say the recovery frames are low. The speed is high. It's really hard to land any sort of prolonged hit on her. Because she just won't stand still ever. It's kind of a laughable failure of boss design, but, you know. Everybody knows that already. I think. Who's played the DLC at least. And there's the Albinoric archers. Don't cares about them. You can actually make that, but we'll go the safe way. I promise I'll rat out the Consecrated Snowfield a little bit better one day, but it's really low priority. So I just free ball it still. Can descend here, but I'll be extra safe because I know how this game can be. Yeah, okay. Just noting that for the future. We have them go through mid, and we'll be fine. Time for my favorite part, the Millennia puzzle. I really wish they didn't freaking remove the glitch that lets you bypass this. I mean, it's still there, I guess, but it's just way harder to pull off. It's like almost frame perfect now, to my knowledge. Before, it was super easy. It would save so much time and headache skipping this puzzle every time. But no. Alas, we're doomed to keep doing it. Okay. Everjail time. So there's a couple Black Knife Assassins that are really hard to see. They are totally invisible. You can't see their tracks in the snow, but otherwise it's pretty hard. Ideally, with the route that I use, I skip both of them, but sometimes, I don't know why, but one of them's misplaced, and then they aggro, and then it's always a fun time having to deal with that. Let's just hope we don't aggro them. think we're fine. Excellent. We passed the test. The other Black Knife Assassin will always aggro at the end, but it's the end, so we get warped out before it's ever a problem. I guess if you're doing like a no-hit run, though, it would be a problem. But we do not do that here. At least not yet. Stay tuned. Maybe it's like an end goal of mine, but it would be kind of cool to do it all Remembrances no-hit. Just one and never again in my entire life. I need to develop the requisite skill for that, though. Ooh, good camera angle. Frick yeah. Okay. Just hit this shut off. Across. Now here we will aggro the Black Knife. Like I said, that's okay. Boom. We didn't even take a hit there. Let's go. Okay, so this is going to be business as usual up here. Loretta's going to get annihilated. Also, by the way, we cannot crit Loretta, so we may as well build defensively for her in case she does some weird stuff, which she's known to do at times. Boom. We have magic and physical damage negation talismans on now. Oh, actually, we should use Rolana's for her. Sorry. I'll see which one's better once we get there. The magic or physical negation. I think for her, believe it or not, it'll be physical because all the magical attacks you can just avoid for the most part. You might get hit by like a Glint Blade or two, but who cares about that garbage, right? Watch out for ants. Ants can be really annoying. Good. Alright, tree branch done. Excellent. Boom, 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 boom. Very nice, very nice. Okay, so here is one major change I want to make. So you come over here and actually we can just keep going, I think. We can go the down route or the up route, but the major change is this. You come over here, roll once, go as far as you can, save, quit. So the Crystallians actually take some time to spawn because the snails have to restart their summoning animation, so it's actually way safer to do this. Load in, and then just start making the jump quickly. See, no Crystallians now. So before, I had to fight against them, now I just do that. And it's barely a time loss at all. So, very, very good. Very cool. Okay, you can go inside the arena without spawning her by coming over here. Okay, which one would be better, honestly? I think it would be the physical. Even though the magic will give us more, like, numeric resistance, I'm more in danger of dying to the physical stuff. Okay, there we go. Oh, you chud. Oh, she's being an annoying chud. Awesome. She's being autistic. Oh boy. Holy. This luck is so bad. There we go. Now we can just unlock her. I love how bad my RNG is on like every fight at the start. It's hilarious. Boom, delay, boom, and here we go. Oh, she quick attacked. Oh my goodness, just die, you freaking whore. There we go. Boom. Lowered it down. Easy peasy, dudes. Alright, let's hope Malenia gives us good RNG. Although we play a lot more careful with her, so it's less of a factor. Okay. Let's get going. Put back our stuff. I guess we did on the ladder for min-max, actually. Or like elevators and stuff. The walk to Malenia should be fairly straightforward, although the dumb Kindred of Rot can be annoying. For sure. Hard to avoid that, but we'll see. I am going to try to use the Dagger Talisman and the Blade of Mercy for Malenia, even though I would recommend using like a defensive talisman like the Dragon Crest Great Shield to get here. But we're going all in on the crits, boys. And Malenia can be crit fairly easily. She has fast recovery, some of the fastest in the game. So you can't use Royal Knight's Resolve. But in terms of just critting her, yeah, you definitely can. You definitely can, dudes. Just as soon as you stagger, switch very quickly to your Misericord, and then you can get her. You do not have much time at all. She stays down for like less than a second, I'm not even kidding. Like once the animation finishes of her kneeling, it's like less than a second before she starts getting back up, so you gotta go for it. It might be so tight, in fact, I have to use light attacks to trigger the critical, because they have less recovery frames. Like light square-offs instead of heavy square-offs. We'll see what happens, though. There is one massive problem with just spamming crits on her, though, and I'll talk about that when I get to her. But it is a serious problem. Okie doke. You can come right here. Poggers. These jumps always look treacherous, but believe it or not, FromSoft is really generous with their hitboxes. Like, Illusory Wall has a couple of great videos on, like, the Dark Souls series with that topic in mind, and it's really interesting. Surfaces that look really jank like that are actually very flat in terms of like walkable geometry, so it's actually quite forgiving. Actual W from Soft. Okay, this part can be a little weird sometimes, so I'm gonna buff up. That wasn't too bad. Augers. Okay, so Millennia has a small problem, and that is waterfowl. So because of waterfowl, I cannot just stay like super close and just chain critter. Eventually, she's gonna waterfowl in my face. I'm gonna die. So I got to bait out the waterfowls first, and then once she waterfowls, there's a cooldown where she can't. I don't know the exact amount, but it's like around a second-ish, I think. Or not a second. A minute or like 30 seconds, something like that. So right after the waterfowl finishes, you can actually wail on her, but then once that timer's up or you feel like it's about to go up, you have to go back to passive mode. That's the easiest way to play Millennia, and that's the way that I play, typically. You can avoid the waterfowl point blank, but it's pretty hard to do, honestly. And I don't even know if it's consistent or not. It doesn't feel like it, I'll tell you that much. Oh my goodness. Alright, she might be in waterfowl range right now. Let's space her a bit. Whenever she's in waterfowl range, you want to heal up just in case she does it. I think she's just slightly above it though, actually. So we need to hit her one more time. There we go. Yep. See, right there. We were just far enough away to avoid it. Oh, you chud. Really bad RNG when she does that. I might be able to do a light there to hit her, though. Are you gonna spam that? Okay. Ooh, good hit. Switch. Great. You saw how quickly she was getting up, right? She gets up really fast, so you gotta be careful of that, dudes. You gotta be real careful of that. Okay, she can waterfowl again. So now, the wise thing to do is to play passive. As tempting as it may be to attack her, you don't want to get caught with the waterfowl right in point blank, so... I might attack her after this, though. Yeah, we can attack her here. We gotta leave immediately. Boom. Square off light attacks do the trick in those situations. She's like a step too slow. I don't know why. She's like doing attacks I easily outrange. If she doesn't do it after a while, I'll start attacking again, typically, just to speed things up. But if you're doing this casually, you definitely just want to wait forever until she does the waterfowl. Again, she's in range now, so I'm going to heal up. There we go. Very good. Okay, you cannot actually hit there. Alright. You can hit there with a light attack, but not a square off one. Ooh. Aggressive. She hyper aggro right now? I think she is. That's interesting. Oh, turnaround animation. I hate that. We'll peck her down if we need to. I think now she can do waterfowl again. We can hit this though. Boom. Okay, there we go. Oh, you chud. Oh. Oof. Crazy. That was pretty bad RNG. She did her death combo there. She does have a death combo that kills you from full health, but luckily I dodged one of the hits. So this is gonna be one of those bad RNG millennials then. Okay, cool. That's in line with every other boss we fought today so far. Frick yeah. Nice. My game just auto-saved. That's usually an ominous warning. That's actually really good, though. That's really good. And that's why, boom, phase 2, dudes. Easy peasy. Poggers. It's gonna be really hard to stagger her here just because she has so many attacks that have super long animations. Wow, that was the longest frickin' waterfowl in the world. Why'd she do that from so far away? Yeah, you can hit her with a light there. Not a square off, unfortunately. Boom. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. You can hit her after the kick, but it's really risky in this phase. In phase 1, it's free though. I'm not even two-handing kick. There we go. I wouldn't recommend punching the kick, but you can. Sometimes it works. I mean, not always though. It's not consistent. So she's now in waterfowl range again, so I'm gonna be careful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. It's time to be careful again, boys. Unless she gives us freebies, like this is a freebie right here. Good. Golden Vow again. Any waterfowlers? You know you want to. Come on. No? Oh, there we go. Okay, this is gonna hurt a lot, but we're gonna survive. It didn't even hurt that much, actually. Instead of punishing, we could heal. She tried to do a point blank on me, of course. Nice try. Nice try, Millennia. You see how I can't really crit her, like, ever in this phase? She just has too many long animation attacks. You have to get good move RNG to do that, and that's obviously precluded for me. Off the gate. Not waterfowl. Golden Vow again. Okay. There we go. Let me just waterfowl real quick. There we go. Good waterfowl, actually. Nice. I think that makes up for it, right? One, two, three, four, five, six. Dodge on 6 and then the 7 thrust there. I could hit her there. Whoops. Good. I think one more square off and then a melee hit will kill her. But just to be safe, because I know she's going to try this, I'm just going to wait for a waterfowl. No need to risk it on Millennia, right? Unless she gives us a freebie. Oh, she did. Okay. I'm going to do this. Boom. Now I can for sure kill her if she gives a freebie again. Augers. That's not free enough. Come on. There we go. Yep, she's gonna die for this. Augers! Boom. Okay. Let's use our Golden Horn Tender. Use Gold Scarab. And GG. First try Millennia. You see the build kind of went downhill there in Phase 2. It was fine in Phase 1. We got a couple crits off. But in Phase 2, she has too many animations. So it's hard to get a crit off. But don't worry. Whenever you have square off, you're in good hands, dudes. It doesn't matter what your sidearm is. Doesn't matter what your weapon is, what your sidearm is. As long as it has square off on it, you're good. That's all you need for Millennia, dudes. That is all you need. Okay, so that's 545 right there. Cool, cool, cool. You know what? We're almost going to be capped on dex. Like, the next soft cap on dex is 55. So... yeah. That's interesting, right, boys? I think next we're going to actually kill Fortisax because I don't want to forget about him like that one run, the Car and Slicer run. So I just want to get him down as quickly as we can now. Fortisax is not hard. I'm going to try to see if I can stagger him, though, because that would be fun. I have never staggered an Ancient Dragon, ever. In this game, in Night Rain, doesn't matter. I've never staggered an Ancient Dragon, so... it would be really fun to try, I think. Now, knowing him, he's going to do some annoying BS that is going to cause him to flail around, and then he's going to regenerate his stamina, or his stance, blah, blah, blah. But we're going to try, though. We're going to try for sure, dudes. When I got hit by that waterfowl in Millennia, I'm surprised that it didn't do more damage, because usually I have Dragon Crest Great Shield Talisman on. But this time I didn't. And still, I guess the first part of it got clipped off because I ran away in time, but still, that was pretty good. Good recovery for sure, dudes. We'll run past this dragon, get the grace, and then we will be ready to go fight Fortisax. Technically, Fia's champions first, but you know how it be. Bada bing, bada boom, boys. Alright, let's take a detour to go to the Roots area. I should mention as well that I did the run-through of the DLC while off stream, like I said I was going to do last part. So we have access to all the remembrances except for Mizra, Bayle, and Radon. Everybody else we could boss rush, so that's going to be really fun. We'll obviously get to Mizra and Bayle before we start the boss rush, so we could include them in the fun, but... yeah, it's gonna be a good time for sure. Yeah. Alright, Fia's champion. So the one place Square Off falters is in PvP, which is this, so... Oh, golly. How did he interrupt me there? Annoying Twin Blade Shad. Twin Blades are cool, though. Still wondering about what to do on that DLC fight. We'll figure it out, though. Come over here, Chud. Oh, okay. You're trying some tricksy stuff, huh? Ooh, right in the face. Alright, here we go. This might actually be, like, annoying. Let's see. Ooh, now if we get a cheeky hit on him. We just tank the skulls, basically. They don't do a lot of damage. They're not like Talia's freaking stuff. Can I help you, sir? Ooh, grazed me there. I should honestly just charge him when he's casting. They're so not threatening, but you never know, right? Are you just gonna spam that? Okay, let's go for the other guy then. Like, look at how pathetic those skulls are. It's kind of crazy, actually. His actual sword does way more damage. I don't know why he just spam that. Straight up. It is annoying how he has infinite freaking stagger potential, but whatever. Boom. Holy, dude. There we go. I love enemies that can arbitrarily stagger no matter what poise you have, just because. Artificial difficulty, woo! Fire the designer who did that, please. Clearly whoever made that decision worked a lot on the DLC, because the DLC is infested with enemies like that. It's very rare in the base game. Okay, basically we gotta just spam dialogue with Fia. Boom, boom, boom. We already have the curse mark from day one, so we're good. Also, I gotta remember to get rid of her freaking HP reducing items. In the Euphoria run, I actually held on to them for a while, so... yeah. There we go. We're not done talking to her yet. We got to do it one more time. We have to sit down and do it. There we go. Oh, we didn't actually sit down. We just opened up the Grace Keck. Actually, does this work? No, I don't think so, right? We still have to reload the area. I guess it's faster to do this, then. Or just save and quit. Ooh, sorry about that, guys. That also gets the trick. Come on now. go. Whenever she says this is goodbye, you're done talking to her. So now we can remove those HP reducing items before we forget. And then we can sit down one more time and fight Fortis. Actually, I think you gotta use this one first. Yeah, there we go. Boom, you see our HP went up there? Slightly. It ain't much, but it counts, dudes. It does count. So for Fortis, like usual, I'm going to pre-buff now, even though that means I'm going to have really low uptime on the Poise tier. That's okay. There's not really a chance to do it in the fight without losing on massive DPS uptime, so yeah. Or him dying first. Either of which are equally likely, because he has low HP for some reason. Good hit. Holy lock-on. My lock-on had an aneurysm. Holy, okay. Heavies are out of the question. Heavies are out of the question, boys. Is he wing buffeting? Oh my goodness. Everyone's favorite move from the Ancient Dragons. Okay, lock-on is just like really, really terrible in this fight, okay? Oh, sunlock, 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 sunlock. Tried to do a wombo on me there. Luckily it didn't work. Okay, we phased him. You see, it's so hard to stagger Ancient Dragons, dude. It's kind of funny. Also, having the lightning permanently on you is super, super annoying. Oh my god, stop moving like a spaz, dude. There we go, GG. I would say that's yet another bad RNG boss, but honestly, that's just how Fortis is, so I can't even say that. That's just how he is, dudes. That's just how he is. Okay. We can grab the Curse Mark of Death, or is this the other one? Yeah, the Mending Rune. And we are done. Luckily, we're past the point in the base game where bosses can, like, severely destroy me with bad RNG. The only one left is Gideon. Everybody else... I guess Elden Beast can a little bit, but for the most part, no, it's just Gideon. Placidusax, Malekith, Hoaraloo, Radagon, all of them, it's really hard to get horrendous RNG, because either they die too quickly for that, or their openings are like choreographed and long, so... Oh, I guess there's Godskin Duo too, Keck. That's gonna be kind of weird. But not too bad. Godskin's not too bad. We're gonna use our runes here, then we're gonna go fight Godskin. Godskin, believe it or not, is fairly easy, but the strategy's a little bit weird. You gotta basically separate them on a pillar and then dive one of them. I always pick Godskin Noble because he's easier to hit, but you can do either one. Up to you, really. So, Golden Vow off the bat. I put on my lantern by accident. Okay, I mean, I guess that's fine. It adds aura, I guess. Kick. Alright, separate him on the pillar. I don't know why he's moving to the right. That's really weird. It's okay if we have low uptime on the other thing. There we go. He's in a really good spot now. No Royal Knight's Resolve, because there is another hostile NPC right behind us, so we gotta be careful of that, dudes. We're gonna bait out the roly-poly now. You can't really hit him with this weapon, so just wait for it to expire, honestly. And then hit him there. Boom. Oh, I can't crit him. Okay. We'll just Misericord finish him off then. Okay. Oh my goodness. Good interrupt. I didn't use Royal Knights there either because I had no stamina. That would have been really bad. Oh, Chad, he quickied me. We can spam quickies and I'll beat him. It's fine. Royal Knight's Resolve. Oh, it ate my crit animation for some reason. Okay, that's fine. Oh, roly-poly again. Okay. Alright. I guess you can Golden Vow right here if you want, but up to you. Okay, doing this. Great. Okay. Crit animation being super weird on him. That's okay, though. GG. Very easy. We only got hit a couple times. Never by the Godskin Apostle, which is pretty funny, but that's what's up, dudes. As long as you know to separate him, it really isn't too bad. You have to also know his, like, stun animations, though, because both of the Godskins, you could hit them a lot during their transitions, and even during some of the ult windups, so definitely rewards you for knowledge. That's why they're oftentimes pretty overwhelming on a first playthrough, because you don't know any of that, understandably. But once you do know, it's not too bad, honestly. I like both of them a lot. Okay, time for birds. Good old frickin' birds, dude. Let's give them up dexterity. Poggers. If we get dex high enough, we could actually swap to a lightning Misericord, which would be hilarious. That would be better on average than fire, because enemies on average have less lightning res than fire res. Alright, let's see what our bird RNG is like today, boys. Pretty good. Nice. That's actually pretty nice, dudes. Okay. Oh, golly. Let's record this chud. Oh my goodness, dead zone. Okay. Classic R1 spam then, boys. You know what I could do? I could just fight Placidusax right here, right? Can't you not get out of his freaking arena, though, if you do that? I've always just warped out. I don't know if there's actually, like, a legit way out besides that. I don't know, dudes. I'll take a look, actually. I'm curious about that now. There might be just a way to walk out, which means you don't have to do this run twice. I don't know. Alright, Placidusax is next. Placidusax is definitely a boss where we can use Royal Knight's Resolve and crit him very often because of how slow he is. Sometimes if you're like directly behind him, it's a little hard, but it should be possible. He's not dead yet. There we go. Killing that guy for safety because he's very dangerous and he can literally 100 to 0 you if you get bad RNG. And you can't roll out of it. It's happened before. So, yeah. Nice, nice. At long last, we can go back to the big crit days. All the annoying chuds are past us except Gideon. At least we can open up with a fat crit on Gideon, though. After that, it's going to be a weird hodgepodge of R1 spam and just staying on him. Okay. This is another fight where the stance tier isn't great, but we can make a little bit of use out of it. If we just run over here. You can hit him in between the lightning hits. Not this one. Well, I guess you can, almost, right? Yeah, you can. Okay. Good stagger. Royal Knight's Resolve. Easy peasy, dudes. They're trying to bite me. Well, feisty chud. Okay. Another golden vow opportunity here. We're gonna forego square off until he's done teleporting. Right here, yeah. He's gonna fly now, right? Oh, he's doing this. Okay. Interesting decision, Placidusax. We can just tank this, but I like to RP, so yeah. Actually, I don't know if you can take that on New Game Plus. I think you can. Oh, staggered. See, I don't know if I can Royal Knights here, so I'm just not going to. That might push him into the last phase, though. It indeed is. Okay. I think I'm actually figuring out how to dodge that consistently and not RNG. Alright, here we go. Last phase again. This is gonna be lasers. Oh wow, that didn't mean that's crazy. We'll gold him after this. Watch the head. Boom. Oh, hey, Captain, how you doing? I might get hit here. I'm just gonna square off then. Oh, I did get it off though. Poggers, poggers. Ow. Oop, oop. That was a bit close. That's pretty bad RNG. I don't know what he's attacking right now. I am winning, indeed. You got this, Placidus Axe. You're boss. Golden Vow. He might be in a weird spot, actually. Yeah, he is. Okay. I think we're fine, though. Yep. We sure are. But he won't stay still, huh? You're not gonna double fire me again, are you? Nope. Okay. Let's do a fire here, but that's fine. I've never had him double fire me before until right there. Well, I had the wrong talisman on. Oh my goodness, dudes. Hey, at least I get a bunch of runes, right? Kick. There we go. Alright. Good old Placidus Axe down. A bit of a close call, but that's okay. That was really bad RNG, but we survived. Thank you, Armor and Vigor. Malekith is very, very easy with this setup. So, besides phase 1, as usual, we shouldn't have any problems. Now, in case you don't know, I've killed this Draconic Tree Sentinel many times now. I'm not going to do it this time. You can skip him very easily. All you got to do is just run past. Literally just run past him. Nothing fancy. Go right here, save quit. Okay? Now he'll spawn behind you, unaggroed. You could pre-pot as much as you want. Now for Malekith, I suck at phase 1. I'm going to suck even more because I'm going to play hyper-aggressive. So, yeah. I want to get that sweet stagger in phase 1, if I can help it. I popped that too soon. Oh well. That's fine. Phase 2, though, I'm pretty decent at, so don't need to worry too much. Oh, that hit me. That's crazy. Oh, you friggin' hyperactive chud. Holy. He quick dodged out of that. Bad RNG. Again. Cool. Quick dodge that too. Okay, no heavies. No heavies. We'll just do lights. Oh, we can do a heavy here though. Holy frick. I'm doing an all hit run right now. That's what's up, dude. Oh, my stamina's working bad. Like, why am I not hitting? Yeah, that's why. Alright, phase 2. This is my wheelhouse now. He did do a quick attack there, that's fine. We'll heal this up a little bit. Staggered, great. GG, I think. Yep. I love those crits, dude. Alright. The moment the knife goes in his eye, it's GG, dude. It's freaking, yeah. Good old Malekith and his low HP. Alright, let's finish the basic game now. So, ironically, the hardest dude here of the 4 is going to be Gideon, because NPC fights are really rough with this build. So, for him, I'm going to do a special build. Actually, I don't know. Should we? We can't use Square Off, basically, because he's way too spammy, so I think I'm going to do Spell Drake, Ritual Sword, and then Dagger Blade of Mercy, because I can get a crit off at the beginning. So, the plan is to get a crit off and just be in his face the whole time. If I'm in his face, he can't cast spells, and if he can't cast spells, he'll die. So, that's going to be the plan. Also, I should probably switch out my tier, the Stone Bar, because we can't stagger him. We will instead get... Let's see. What should we get instead? Maybe Crimson Spell's the way, actually. Just to be super tanky in case he does a crazy spell combo on me. We'll see, dudes. But we can definitely get a crit on him at the very beginning, which will be awesome. That'll proc all my stuff, switch to the Stone-Sheathed Sword, and just be up his face the whole time. That's going to be the plan, boys. You can't really backstab him afterwards, so we're just going to have to rely on that to carry us. Okay. So, we immediately pop Flask of Azik now, because both tiers should last longer than 30 seconds, I'll tell you that much. The Golden Vow here. I guess you could do it right behind him, too. But I don't want to risk anything, so... I don't want him to, like, get out of this animation quickly. Boom. Boom. Fat damage, you see? Basically, whenever he's about to cast something, just interrupt him. Or you let me backstab him there, that's funny. Honestly, the Misericord might unironically be better for this. There we go. GG. He behaved really good there. That's the first boss I can actually say we had good RNG on. Gideon behaved perfectly there. W Gideon. Dudes. W Gideon. Okay. Next up is Horaloo. This fight can be really annoying. He has a very fast recovery, so we're probably going to stick to the light attack more than the heavy attack for Square Off. But besides that, really, it's just more of the same, so nothing too crazy. Okay. Let's fix our Flask of Azik now. Where it be? A Stone Barb, there we go. Poggers. Excellent. So, we'll stick to this setup here, and hopefully blast him. This is another fight we want to pre-buff because he will immediately start attacking us, so we gotta make sure we're ready. There are some times I can use the heavy, but mostly we're gonna use the light attack, I think. You see, right there, we wouldn't be able to hit. Shot, dude. He's doing his friggin' poise resetting attack. Grungo, dude. There we go. We can use Royal Knight's Resolve on him. I don't know if that changed in Phase 2, though. It might change in Phase 2, boys. Do your yell. There we go. Easy peasy. Another poise resetting attack. Well, he might be able to hit him here. Maybe. No, he did not come for me. Ow. Okay. Wow, that still hit me. That's crazy, dude. GG. GG. The moment he's kneeling, dude. Deliver the final blow. Pause. Okay. So, last up is Radagon and Elden Beast, so... Neither of which should be a serious problem, but... we'll see, I guess. Elden Beast does have his kill combo if he does the wrong move when Elden Stars are out. I should try, like, ignoring Elden Stars and see if that's good, but I don't think it is. I think that's a really poor idea, actually. There's a weird way to dodge it, but it's, like, super weird. I can't really describe it too well. We're gonna use... I think we're actually going to save our flask for Phase 2, actually, because there's great benefit to chain staggering Elden Beast, so the increased poise damage is quite nice. Okay, you cannot Royal Knight's Resolve him, I'm just testing it. Looking at his animation, seeing what it was like. Chad. I mistimed that badly. Still worked though, Keck. Okay. This, then that, then Golden Vow if we have time. I don't think we do though. Yeah, we do not. That's okay. Two hits, get behind him. Oh my goodness, that actually missed. Where are they? Okay, I guess you have to light his back. Boom. Boom. Cool. Ooh, I clipped him. Unfortunately, I think he's gonna reset his poise here, isn't he? Oh, he did not. Wow. Holy. I mean, he probably still is, but he didn't do his... Oh, there we go. Okay. You can Golden Vow here. I need to start doing that more. Holy, dude, the frames of missing, dude. Crazy. Will we get a single crit off? I don't even know, to be honest. But we will, actually. Frick yeah. Switch, roll Knight's Resolve. You can hit him a little bit more, but a bit greedy to do that. He should summon Elden Stars now. I think I'm just gonna let him do that. Unless he doesn't, I'm just gonna murder him, I guess. He might be hyper aggro, that's why. I mean, that's great, though. Don't get me wrong. You don't want him to cast that garbage. Yeah, I think we just fight him here, straight up. Yeah, GG. Another crit for the road, dudes. That was a fun fight. Oh, I even had the wrong talisman again, kick. I don't know why I'm so bad with that last 2 runs, but just imagine me killing him like 10% faster, and there you go. GG. Alright, Deathless base game, boys. Let's go. We have a fairly high chance of getting Deathless for the rest of the run. However, there's a couple remembrances that might be problematic, and obviously the DLC NPC fight is a problem, so yeah. I think when we're at this point, let's see. 4, okay. It might still be better to go for dexterity at this point. But now the DPS gains, once you're at 55 dex, 80 strength, are so low. I might actually just go endurance instead. Straight up. Endurance for extra stamina, but it's so little though. Maybe mind? Yeah, maybe mind is the play. Because we can start weaning, like cutting back on FP flasks. Like we can just do 2 probably and be fine. That should be the goal, I suppose. Now, before I do anything in the DLC, we have to do the NPC quest line. So, we gotta do the NPC stuff. Otherwise, we have to do a 4v1 in the NPC battle. Even a 5v1 if we do things wrong. So, in order to prevent that garbage, I am going to go kill Hornsent. Boom, boom, boom. That Hornsent's over here. I'm conflicted whether I want to kill Ansbach or not, because Ansbach's talisman would be good for Radahn. I don't have it yet on my template character, but the thing is, I kind of want to go with this setup. Straight up. I guess we should kill him for safety, because we're going to have extra time in this stream anyways. We can't crit these guys, though. It's very unreliable, so I'm just going to use Dragon Crest. And let's see. What else would be good? Two-handed sword. For NPC battles, two-handed sword ain't too bad, so. We can't one-shot this guy with this, especially since he's a Fire Knight, but we can still do a lot of damage. Ooh. Easy peasy. Assist Needle-Knight Leda. We gotta kill Hornsent here. We do not have to kill Ansbach, though. Because Ansbach is actually a friend, so. But the reward is really good. Alright, those circles are really dangerous, so. I'll try to go for a backstab, I guess. It's gonna be, like, nearly impossible, though. Oh, there we go. We caught him. Friggin'. It's not reliable to do that, though.
What a surprise. You should join me. Now go make yourself.
You see he has a hitbox behind him for that attack? The frick?
Apologies.
Definitely DLC design right there. Sloppy and untested. Kick.
Kindly Mikula never betrays a vow. Go. Your family awaits you.
Your family awaits you. Yeah, whatever, Letta. So he's taken care of. The next one we need to kill is Freyja. Let me think a second about what I'm going to use on Radahn before I decide to go kill Ansbach or not. Actually, I did this in the wrong order. Keck. Golden Vow. Flask of Physic. There we go. Run Ices off.
What's the matter?
Was she not going to let me backstab her? Oh! Dang, Misericord? Who needs backstabs with damage like that? Frick. Okay. Nice backstab animation, or lack thereof. Frick. Boom. No damage. Alright, now the NPC fight is a 2v1, so we could stop here. But let's see. For Radahn, definitely Shard of Alexander. I'm going to challenge myself not to use Rolana's cameo, so I'll just be Shard of Alexander. We will not be using the full HP talisman because of the light pillars. Yeah, I think we... You know what? We should try to use Blade of Mercy and Dagger Talisman still, even though you're not really going to crit him that much. He has 120 stance, so you basically need to hit him with 3 heavies or from square off, which gets you to 120, and then one more hit from anything will send him over. You have to do all that before he resets his poise, so I think I'll commit to that, though. Dagger Talisman, Blade of Mercy... That only leaves Dragon Crest Great Shield or Roll Attack Talisman. I guess I'll just commit and not do that. So, we'll leave Ansbach alive. He's the homie anyways, so that's fine by me. I guess it could help in the NPC fight, I guess. But the dash attack one works fine, too.
Well fought. He was never his word. It was hard to...
Yeah, last ring you could do instead, so that's fine.
But I suppose there's plenty of...
Alright, so that's taken care of. Let's do the optional bosses that lead up to Midra and Bayle now. So we can just get those out of the way. This is Jory the Inquisitor's zone, so... very easy. Let's see here. Put that here, actually. Boom. Blade of Mercy down here. Dagger right there. He definitely can be hit with... what's it called? Actually, did I change out my Flask of Zik? Yeah, I did. He definitely can be hit with backstabs. That's how you're supposed to kill him, seemingly, because otherwise he's just a really terribly designed boss that should... It's not even fit for Dark Souls 2. But at least you could backstab him a bunch, and obviously with Misericord... That is not a problem, boys. That is not a problem. I forgot about that autistic freaking jar can that hits you immediately, because whoever designed this game freaking is an intern that should be fired from FromSoft as quickly as possible. Shout out the Earth Tree design is terrible. But anyways, that dude fires instantly. Because that's good game design, I guess. Alright. Shadow of the Earth Tree is such a bad expansion, KEKW. I can't tell if that's rage bait or people actually agree. But, yeah, the DLC is so giga mid, the most mid thing I've ever experienced. Ring City is unironically better. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Hey, no pogo with me, dude. You're not Leprechaun. Okay. Okay, we're almost at him. Very nice, very nice. Mm. Okay, Jory time. So basically the strategy for this dude, I'm not kidding, is to wait for a specific attack. And then it backstab him. And that's it. That's all. That's all you do. So, yeah. Not a good fight. Can't really Royal Knight's Resolve here either. So that's going to be on the shelf. But you can try to backstab him more. It's really hard though. His hitbox is strange, and the backstab window is super, super small. So we did it immediately. I might not be able to get there in time. Annoying Shud. Luckily we were. Can't believe he insta did that, dude. Annoying. Good stagger. Oh, he unstaggers quickly too, of course, because he's a Shadow of the Erdtree, dude. You can't really attack him while summons are up, which is a very poor idea to do that. So, yeah, just wait. Heal up in the meantime, I guess. There we go, he's doing it again. I'm gonna try to make sure his back isn't against a wall. Augers. I want him to attack me here, please attack. No, he teleported away, of course. That's great that we staggered him there, but he did his literal worst summon, so... Can't punish. Great fight. Straight out of the garbage bin. Oh my goodness. This autistic frick, dude. Whoever thought this was a good fight is, actually on crack. I don't think that's allowed in Japan, guys. There we go. Oh yeah, there's also that goes through dodge roll for no reason. Shadow the Erdtree enemies. So good. Let me just donkey punch him in the head. There we go. Least favorite fight in the entire game, right there. Jory the Inquisitor. Alright, at least that's done. Misericord makes that less miserable, luckily. So yeah, let's keep going mind. I like the idea a lot, actually. In case you're wondering, I believe the mind cap, or the FP cap, I should say, is 280 because your maxed out flask restores 280, if I'm not mistaken. If you go beyond that, it's a little bit wasteful because your flask can only restore so much. Unless you're going for a very specific setup, like no FP flask or something like that. Alright, we gotta run over to Midra now. We're not gonna fight Midra immediately, although I guess we could for fun, right? But I want to do all the bosses back to back to back, so the VOD watchers have an easy way of just checking out all the Remembrance bosses. By the way, Midra's gonna be hilarious because he has really low stance, so he has like the lowest stance of all the Remembrance bosses in the DLC. Maybe even the base game too, actually. No, I guess Rolana would. Not Rolana, Renala, the very similarly named broad. But yeah, Midra's not gonna be a problem at all. It's gonna be quite sad, actually. We're gonna bully the heck out of him with square off. But that's okay. I'm sure he deserves it. I guess I should mention this now as well. Most of the DLC bosses recover from their criticals too quickly to use Royal Knight's Resolve. So from here on out, Royal Knight's Resolve is going to be basically unplayable for the Remembrance bosses. The only exception I can think of right now is Bayle. Bayle is stunned for a super, super long time if you manage to get a crit on him. So everybody else, though, I think is too quick. Maybe not Rolana, but I'm not even going to try it, basically. So it's an under-tested aspect of my game. I don't know all of the recovery times for all of them. All I know is that most of them are really fast, and Bayle's is really slow. So yeah, that's going to be the key here, dudes. We're not going to be using Royal Knight's Resolve anymore, except for like Bayle and maybe some others, but probably not. I'm so impatient I run past this freaking dude, but I probably should not. I probably should just keep going. I don't think I can run over there and trigger the thing as well to bring him over, unfortunately. If only the Sekiro, like, pot shards were in this game. Or maybe they are, actually. Actually, they might be. I think about it. All right. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, we're almost out of the Abyssal Woods, boys. We just gotta deal with these chuds. More Inquisitors. Luckily, these are all easier than freaking... What's-his-face? Jory. Good old Deathless, dudes. High stakes, but also kind of not, because most of the Remembrance bosses in the DLC are fairly straightforward for me at this point. Rolana's going to be annoying, though. I get the feeling I'm not going to be able to use heavies on Rolana. I just have to use lights, but that's okay. Still highly viable, obviously. For square off. Madness Wells! Don't worry, Midra, we're here to save you, Senpai. Alright, we wait for this guy now. Some bad past experiences, basically, boys. Okey doke. Freaking grab chud. Dude spams grabs more than Horaloo. Frick. You tried to throw a hissy fit at me, dude. You tried to do a slapping competition against me. Yeah, nice try, Judge. Nice try. Love him, dude. Go Midra. Midra's one of the few bosses in the DLC that's not completely garbage. So, very happy to fight him, OS. Let's say, Mesmer, Midra, who else? Radahn's okay, honestly. Post-nerf, he's okay. Gaius, believe it or not, is a good fight if you just deal with the first charge. If you deal with the first charge using the wall strat and it works, then that's great. It's actually a really good fight. If you don't do that, it sucks, but it is a good fight. What else? What else, dudes? Are those the only guys that are good? Is there everybody else just an annoying chud? Oh, Putrescen's good too. Putrescen's good. And Rolana's good. There we go. So about half are good. The other half are either just below average or straight up bad. Like Sunflower, Metter. I would consider Bayle below average because he's just an annoying spammer. Also, we got to Midra, by the way, so it's time to go to Ancient Dragon Man. This fight's gonna kind of suck because the strat is normally to just kill him with R1s because his dragon attacks will kill you in one hit. Like, no cap, they will actually kill you in a single hit. And it's hard to backstab him, so we're basically just gonna have to attack with Stone-Sheathed Sword without using Square Off, and that's not great. So we'll see what happens, I guess. In fact, I should probably change my build up for him. So let's see. Let's do a build change, boys. We are not gonna use Square Off, honestly. It just leaves you way too open to him because he charges you. We're gonna use Lacerating, Two-Handed Sword, Dragon Crest, Great Shield, and what else should we use, actually, boys? We can try using Ritual Sword, but I don't think it's going to last very long, but we'll see. Okay. Here we go. You might be able to crit him on the start, but unreliable. Yeah, see? Unreliable. Oh. Stunlock Wombo. Oh, he's gonna try casting Dragon Incantation. Crazy hyper armor on that, by the way. Let stamina recharge. Awesome. Because then we didn't get hit by the incantation. That would have been bad, right, dudes? That would have been giga bad. Crazy that we didn't lock him out of that, but he might have infinite hyper armor in the air. I thought he didn't, though, so that's super weird, but whatever. I think we're also at the point where it's not really a good idea to do Ritual Sword Talisman anymore. So, at least for these first two Remembrances, I'm going to put on Dragon Crest. Actually, we can do Rylana's. We can do Rylana's, I think. Yeah. This is the time for that. There will be certain situations where I could use it without sacrificing extra hits. So, we'll go ahead and do that, I suppose. Actually, I don't know. I'm conflicted, dudes. I am conflicted as frick. But Rylana does, like, ticky-tack hits that'll reduce you below 100% health, so that's why Ritual Sword is not too amazing on her. Same reason why it's not good on Radahn, honestly. And Divine Beast spazzes out sometimes, so not good on him either. We'll have to just figure it out, honestly. Maybe two-handed sword just for safety. Even though we're not gonna really ever be just regular melee hitting. I don't know, dudes. I don't want to, like, cuck out and use a defensive talisman, but, I'm willing to be a cuck. I'm willing to be a cuck, boys. If that's the best value for me, why not, right? We ain't doing this hitless or anything. Boom, 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 boom. I have been thinking about the next build, yeah. I do not know what to do yet. I will admit I originally was going to do Iron Ball. And I might do Iron Ball still, but if I do Iron Ball, the thing is, I won't be able to do my preferred strategy. The preferred strat is just charge R2s, but there is an innate ability on the Iron Ball called Braggart's Roar. So I would instead play around that, basically. Because you can't really get it. You can use it on other things if you want, but really, it's meant to be on Iron Ball. And the problem with that is Braggart's Roar is not good for certain weapons. It changes your heavy attack animation to something that's actually worse, which is hilarious. It's way longer and less stance damage than the initial part, so it actually destroys the main use of Iron Ball, which is charge R2s. So I don't know, honestly, if I want to do that or not. I could use Braggart's Roar on another weapon. That probably would be the most sane thing to do, but we'll see, I guess. But yeah, I was thinking of doing Iron Ball next. I don't know, though. It's not locked in or anything. It might be time for another magic run, too. Maybe sling some rocks, you know? Like I'm a dealer in the street or something. Yeah. Rock Sling would be really fun, but I don't know, honestly. We'll see, dude. Stay tuned. Alright, we're about to get to Bayle, which means we can begin our boss rush. Very nice. Very, very nice, boys. So we're not going to start at Bayle, even though that would be very funny. We're going to instead start at what we should be starting at, which is Divine Beast Dancing Line. So, like I said before, I went through the route offline. I got all the graces. Haven't tried any of the bosses yet, though, so we'll get that going here. Now, with Divine Beast Dancing Line, you can actually hold down while you're opening this door and mash the dodge roll button, and you will not trigger the boss. Boom. If you said the grace, it'll trigger, or if you enter, it'll trigger now. I'm going to take a water break. There we go, boys. Now you're free to pre-buff. Very, very nice, dudes. Here we go. What we run straight at him? I thought I was gonna do his Ash thing first, but apparently not. Good. Can we roll Dance Resolve here? Oh yeah, we can. Break, yeah. Alright, he's gonna be giga mad now. Yep. Oops. We can't really attack in lightning phase unless you like getting hit. See, like you just randomly get hit in lightning. Such a good phase. Yep, so skilled. Not like the dumbest idea they've ever had or anything. Okay. Stomp me, Chud, stomp me. Oh, okay. Stomp? No stomp. Okay, there we go. Ow. Oh, you Chud. I think he reset his stance, unfortunately. Yeah, he did. There we go. We might be able to kill here. Boom. GG. Easy peasy. Not good RNG on the first two phases. The third one was perfect. Or I guess first phase fine. Second, third phase sucked. Fourth phase good. There we go. Excellent. So overall, pretty average. Alright, Rolana's weird. She attacks very quickly, so the opportunities for a heavy are few and far between. Almost non-existent, really, so probably gonna stick to just light attacks with the square off. Should we keep loading up Mind? I think so, honestly. I think so, boys. Because Endurance is, like, tapering off. We don't really get a big stamina hike anymore from that, so... Okay. Oh, she continued. That's crazy. That's rare for her to do. We get R2 here. Boom. She should stagger soon. We get hit there intentionally, so I can do this. Can we roll Dice Resolve here? Oh, we can. Wow. I did not know that, actually. That's surprising. Is she gonna phase? No, not yet. Okay. That's actually really good that she's not phasing. We can do this now. Take some ticky-tack hits. That's okay. Build up that stance damage for the next phase. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Easy breezy. Moons, okay. I think there's no more criticals on her, unfortunately. Boom, boom, boom. She didn't do her charge forward. Yeah, you can't roll that, by the way. It's actually impossible. Good boss design, am I right? Okay. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. I kid. Rolana is a good boss, even if some of the moves are BS. It's a bit roll sloppy, but that's okay. Oh, I had the wrong talisman again. Oh my goodness, dude. Someone bring in the Men in Black and give me the Neuralizer, because I am so bad at that, dudes. Keck W. It does make the fight technically more impressive, because I'm getting less damage in, but it also means I'm not showcasing the build properly, so... Overall, that's an L, boys. I gotta stop forgetting to do that. Boom. Shard of Alexander, there we go. Okay. Let's get done with Commander Gaius now. With Commander Gaius, I'm going to put on the full health talisman. A bit risky, but honestly, it's not that big of a deal, straight up. Now for this guy, you just reset until the following trick works, so... Golden Vow, get your flask up, and come over here, around this corner, jump on this ledge. It might take a few tries. Walk into it, and most of the time, the charge will whiff here, okay? It did this time, excellent. You can hit him on the way, boom, there we go. Now, Gaius does not stay down for long, so you gotta crit him quick. There you go. You can spam that, okay, that's interesting. Interesting strategy, my dude. Awesome. Really good so far. And he was gonna try that BS. Do it again, Chud. Do it again, Chud. Oh, okay. He quickied me at the end. Annoying, Chud. Worst move possible. Basically no damage, though. I'll still count that. Because if it's literal worst RNG, I'll still count it. Nice, no damage on Gaius. Alright, let's do another annoying Chud. Sunflower. This guy sucks. No doubt about it. But with this build, honestly, it shouldn't be that bad. I don't think. I guess we'll see, boys. This is a fight where you want to use Rolana's, though. technically, for the last phase, so... Yeah, I'm not gonna be at full HP ever, so... Not on this guy. Okay. Oh my gosh, I cannot stand this friggin' dude. His terrible hitboxes. I don't think you can actually stagger or like get critical besides the last phase. I don't know. Actually, I literally just have no clue. Oh yeah, that just randomly hits you, by the way. Isn't that cool? Good old DLC design, am I right? I don't know if this actually changes his health or not, but I'm gonna try using Royal Knight's Resolve with Misericord here. I honestly don't know. I would assume not, because that'd be like really cheesy, but maybe. Let's look at his HP now. I can't tell. I'll have to look at other VODs and see. I don't think it does anything though. Lamau, that hitbox. You see that, guys? Oh? Holy, why are the hitboxes so bad on this guy? Whoever designed this, please don't work at FromSoft anymore. Please do not. This guy's terrible. At least phase 3 is easier than phase 2, ironically. What are these hitboxes, actually? I think he has the worst hitboxes in the entire DLC, besides Gaius' dumb charge, which obviously is first. Sunflower takes the cake, dude, besides that. Alright, we're getting on the edge of the map now. Nice try, Chud. Get over here. Do your charge, dude. Do your charge. Holy, how'd that hit me. Move, you fat reed, dude. Come on. Oh my goodness, dude. This fight is so retarded, actually. It's on life support. Okay, there we go. We finally got him over. Oh, he's doing this again. Let's see if I can randomly dodge this or randomly get hit. Ooh, nope. I get hit. Cool. Easy peasy, dudes. Sometimes this guy is just so bad. It's kind of funny, actually. Just take the hit there. Yeah, just take the hit. Just eat. Just eat it and heal through, honestly. I think he's hyper aggro, which is part of the oh, he is. He is hyper aggro. Great. Hyper aggro means he will not stop attacking for the rest of the fight now. If you notice, he's non-stop chaining attacks. He's hyper aggro state right now. There we go. Thank frick. We should be fine though, honestly, because phase 2 is really simple. I can do this, I gotta wait for him to... Wow, he spawned in the camera. Holy cow, this luck, dude, is so bad. Holy. Yep, just tank and eat, tank and eat. This dude's being a bastard right now. Holy. So he's doing his ult again. Ah, we almost dodged it completely, frick. Good enough though, I think. Good. Holy, that was a toxic Scatry avatar. Holy. F tier boss. Whoever designed that, you should freaking never work in game design ever again, actually. Terrible. You should be ashamed of yourself. Alright, 19 remembrances. I wish the DLC for Elden Ring was not so, like, terrible and mid, but alas it is. That's kind of why I don't have a lot of hope, personally, for their next game. I mean, not Dustbloods, but their next, like, actual Souls-like game. I think we're at the peak, boys, with Elden Ring, personally. Unless it's like Elden Ring 2 or something. But they already said they're not doing Elden Ring 2, which is kind of disappointing, but... yeah. That Sunflower was such bad RNG with Hyper Aggro state that honestly Metter might go better, and that's kind of crazy, dudes. That's kind of crazy. Having Metter be the easier boss. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, dudes. My time in the Hyperbolic Time Chamber, though, really paid off with Metter. I'm so much better at that fight now. It's still not a good fight, but I actually play like a good player now, not like an absolute idiot, so... big win. Big W, dude. We gotta kill this NPC first, and then we're good to go. Unironically, this NPC is actually kind of dangerous, so I should probably switch out my build. Boom, boom. Rolana's pointless. Two-handed sword. Where's dash attack? She's coming this way. Where the frick is it? Okay, whatever. I don't know why it's not in the menu. It's super weird. Have at thee! Oh, stamina. Get your Wolverine Shud butt over here. Boom. Okay, she just got... wow. I just no damaged her with R1s. That was really good luck. Frick yeah. That takes away the sting of the Sunflower a little bit, I will admit. Okay, Metter. This is funny, dudes. Do I... first off, Rolana's out of the question. You will never get this off on this fight. It's so funny. Except when she's exiting the ult. But, yeah. So... we'll do Dagger and Blade of Mercy, but honestly, I don't have anything for my other slot, so... you can try to do Ritual Sword. It's not really gonna work too well, though. We'll try it, though. For sure, we'll try it, dudes. Frick yeah. I'm really curious how this is gonna go, because she has super fast recovery speed on, like, all of her attacks. So we're gonna try some square-offs. The light attack version. But, I don't think it's gonna go well, dudes. I don't think it's gonna go well. We'll see, though. Oh, okay, she just randomly stopped attacking there. Okay, we did get one hit off there. Cool. We got a second hit off. Good. Boom, boom, boom. Another hit. Awesome. She has giga fast recovery on her crit, so you can't dilly-dally, dudes. She's gonna ult now, I think. But she did not. Wow, okay. I'm gonna wail on her then. There we go. Heal up. Take the hit here intentionally. And then you can get a free hit right here. Alright, for the memes, guys, I'm gonna try to dodge the ultimate. I probably can't, but I'm gonna try. That is not the ultimate. Ult chud, ult chud. No, she's gonna ult now and be cooked, right? No? Use your ult. You know you want to. Okay, there we go. Let's see, I'm gonna try, dudes. I'm gonna try my hardest. Go, go, go! Nope. Okay. We can dodge the other one, though. At least you tried, boys. Alright. Very good. Finish off with a misrecord, I guess. GG. I feel like you need Raptor of the Mist to dodge the ultimate, but I have done it before. Like, I've dodged one beam by rolling through it. It must have been, like, frame perfect, but it's literally only happened once ever, so... Not exactly the most replicable thing, of course. Alright, let's do... Putrescent next. That did go, like, 5 times better than Sunflower, unironically, Keck. Yeah. It's so annoying, dude. But... whatever. Aren't we at cap now for... I thought it was 38 mind was cap. It might be did I say 280 before? Sorry, dudes. I think it's 220 is the max FP with a plus 12 flask. So I think 38 mind is the cap. Now the thing with that though is with Radahn's rune, we don't even need that. So now we really are stuck. We don't have any other stats to invest in. You can kind of do strength. I mean... I guess we can just pump strength to 99 for the memes. Like, I don't know, dudes. Okay, Putrescent, just like Metter, has very low poise, so this shouldn't be that hard. However, it can be hard to just hit him, so... We'll see what happens. Put this back on, too. Putrescent is one of my favorite bosses in the game and in the DLC. They definitely did really good here. I love the jump attack fights because that's something different from Dark Souls, right? So, and this one actually has mostly clean hitboxes. The only problem is that the last ring of, like the last fire attack in his ultimate sometimes hits you when it shouldn't. But besides that, it's fairly good, I would say. Wow. That ate my input there. Cool. Nice eating input. Oh, he's hyper art. He's how did hyper aggro already? The frick? What? That's kind of crazy. Weird start, but that's fine. See, it's super hard to hit him sometimes. Coming against the freaking horse. Pretty poor RNG on him, to be honest. Can I hit him here? No, I cannot, okay. Just a frame too slow. Whoa. Okay, officially shed RNG putrescent. Got it. I still like this fight, though. Oh, he's gonna ult here now. Frick. I think we're gonna do no crit on him, unfortunately, because he's doing all the moves in, like, the worst time. Oh, well. Huh. That was interesting. Will he preserve stance there? Maybe, as long as he doesn't do his aerial attack. He's real close to breaking now, dudes. Yeah. Frick yeah. Got him. He's super weak to Holy, by the way, in case you're somehow struggling on this dude, but normally I don't see that happen too much amongst playthroughs, so. More of a for funsies type of thing. Alright, I think it's time for Midra and Bayle, boys. So we'll do Midra first. The second floor chamber. Midra has the lowest poise, I think, of every Remembrance boss in the DLC, so he's gonna fall over. In fact, I don't even know if you could have RNG bad enough to prevent that from happening. Like, he will literally just get staggered over and over and over again. So, yeah, that's, just watch, I guess. I'll probably get hit more in this phase than in the actual fight. Unironically, dudes. Okay. Got all your pre-buffs up. There we go. All you gotta do is run past him here, heavy, and then I think he should be staggered in two. Let's see, though. Heavy light stagger? Yeah. Okay, you cannot use Royal Knight's Resolve on him, but that's okay. So a heavy light staggers, at least with this setup I have. Oh, nice camera there. Nice camera. Oh, he did that. That's a throw. Boom. The crits are a bit reduced because he has decent-ish fire res, but it's manageable. Boom, boom. Hit him once. Boom. You might need two now to stagger. Two heavies instead of a heavy and a light. Heal up now. It's fun to bully him. He is a good fight, though. Two square off staggering Remembrances the boss is hilarious, dudes. Alright. Easy breezy, dudes. Easy breezy. I feel like we're missing somebody, though, dudes. Or maybe I miscounted. Because we have 5 left. That'd be Bayle, Mesmer, Ramana, Radahn. Who am I missing? Let me make sure I didn't miscount, boys. There's the 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Oh yeah, we did miscount, Keck. Or, you know, there we go, boom. Okay. Bayle time, boys. So, if Bayle behaves, we can actually get a lot of crits on him. The problem is that he doesn't usually behave, so... Yeah. We'll see what happens, I guess. For him, honestly, full HP might be a bit of a pipe dream, so I'll instead do Flame Drake Talisman. And we'll go forward from there. I am going to use my flask immediately. There's not really a good time to use it, so I'm just going to use it immediately to get the DR going, and then we'll be good to go. Okay. Give him the head here to preserve stance. The keys just preserve the stance as much as you can. When he keeps backing up like that, it's hard, but there we go. Now he's staggered for a while, so you get a full hit off. Royal Knight's Resolve. Boom. There we go. I think we've already phased him, right? Yeah, we have. So we'll Golden Vow again. Oh, this is a really bad roar right there. We'll heal up, just in case. Alright, I think he's hyper aggro right now. Unfortunately, that's really bad news. Yeah, he is. He's hyper aggro. So he's going to spam attacks for the rest of the fight now. Which basically means no more crits unless we get extremely lucky. Good. Decent. That was pretty lucky, I'm not gonna lie. Did I dodge that? There you go. Dang, he hyper-aggroed really fast, dudes. That's not good. Whenever he hyper-aggroes, be prepared for a really slow fight, dudes. We almost staggered him again, but he took off. Okay. Still hyper aggro. Notice how he's just non-stop chaining attacks. That is the glitched hyper aggro state. Or I don't know if it's intentional or not, but it seems like a glitch. Let's get away from the wall, my dude. Here, let's go over here. We blowing up? Okay. Every time I'm about to stagger him, he does that, dude, and it's super annoying. I did roll that. It must have been like very slightly late. Oh, wait. One more stagger for the road? Probably not. Oh, that was crazy. Oh yeah, frick yeah, dudes. Swag. Boom. Bye, Bayle. Bye. See you later. Dang, we dealt with a hyper aggro Bayle for most of phase 2 with 9 healing flasks left. I've come a long way, boys, since the Godslayer's Greatsword days. Where this dude whooped me so bad. Holy frick. Okay, Mesmer time. Mesmer is another boss where you can't really use the heavies too much, but it's not as bad as Rolana. You can use it some more times, but... Not great, though, guys. Honestly, not great. Okay. Guess we're pumping up strength to max for memes. For him, I'm fairly comfy with him, so we could try Ritual Sword, but it's pretty low value, honestly, dudes. It's pretty low value. In fact, you know what? I'm just gonna bench that for now. We're just gonna seal out the run with, like, Dragon Crest Great Shield or something, because... Really... Oh, I shouldn't have used that right now. Okay. Really... It's just like you're gonna get ticky-tack hit on Ramana, Radon, the NPCs, like everybody here. Maybe not Mesmer, but probably Mesmer, basically. Okay. That was a crazy hit he did there. Case in point, by the way. Yeah, Mesmer gets up too quick for Rodent's Resolve. Okay, good. Alright, he's about to get staggered. But I think he's about to phase too, so... Oh, he did that. Annoying Shud. He's covering himself. Let's just phase him then. Let's just heal and phase him. Okay. He covered himself really good there. Alright, get away before he ults on your head. Whoa! Disgusting hitbox. Nice Dark Souls 2 hitbox there, dude. Crazy. That was a DS2 worthy hitbox for sure, dudes. I think we're done with crits on him, unfortunately. But that's okay. Good, we can't hit him during that transition. That's awesome. Or he's ulting here. Boom, boom, boom. Sometimes that moves for you, and I don't understand. It's random, I think, but yeah, not 100%. Also, that randomly hits you too. I don't know why. Weird. I wish they had like one game tester for the DLC, but I don't think they had any, to be honest. Oh my goodness. He's being anti-crit right now. He does not want to get crit to save his life. I guess it would save his life if he doesn't get crit, but you know. Ate my roll? Hello? The one intern that worked on Shadow of the Erd Tree must have been freaking putting 18-hour work week, or work days in work weeks. There we go. GG. I think he was hyper aggro too. You guys notice he didn't stop attacking for a while? If anyone can let me know if that's like a glitch state or not in this game, like please. Is that intentional? Because I don't think that's in the other Dark Souls games. Where bosses glitch so like they just non-stop attack, like literally non-stop, like back to back to back, 0 seconds of downtime between animations. I don't know if it's a glitch or not. I think it is, though. But I'm basing that solely on the fact that it's not really in Dark Souls 1, 2, or even 3, I don't think. So, I don't know. Alright, Ramana time, boys. So, Ramana is really annoying. No doubt about it. The poise, though, is not too crazy, however. So, we should be able to get some decent crits off. If she hyper aggro's, though, once again, it's going to be a problem because she just flies around if that happens. And super obnoxious. That was such a terrible move to start with. Holy. There we go. I don't think she gets staggered that long either, so we're just gonna fight her straight up like that. Is she phased already? No, she's not. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh. No. Oh. Annoying. She's hyper aggro now because she immediately started her ultimate. Yeah. Cool. Why are they all glitching, dude? That was annoying too, because we're about to stagger this chud again. Oh, you freaking chud. Yeah, yeah, she's hyper aggro. So that's 3 bosses in a row that's hyper aggroed. Awesome. Awesome, dude. Really good luck. There we go. Okay. Oh my goodness. Die, chud. Oh yeah, you see she immediately chained that? Just kill her, just kill this chud, just kill this dumb broad. Holy. What you're witnessing right here, ladies and gentlemen, is dog vomit RNG. There you go. 3 bosses in a row, hyper aggroed. Caught on stream, dudes. So cool. So cool, dude. It looks like we are gonna get 99 strength, though. Okay, because I think the NPC file will give us enough runes. So that's what's up. Alright, making sure we got everybody except Radon. Yep, there should be 2s on all these except Radon. Yep. Poggers. And obviously we killed Bayle already, so there we go. Only 1 left, and then the Deathless run is done. Well, actually, there's 2 mandatory fights, but we're going to do some trash fights as well, of course. There's the NPC fight and Radon. NPC fight's going to be harder than Radon, which is hilarious, but that's the way the cookie crumbles, I guess. That's the way the cookie crumbles, dudes. Alright, come over here, bird brain. Very easy to get past that guy, so... no problemo, dudes. I like to get this grace in case those chuds on the stairs kill me. They've come real close before. I looked up how you deal with them, and there literally isn't a way. There's only one way to mitigate it by using the spell that makes you harder to detect. But even still, they'll see you eventually, so... yeah. Another genius decision from the FromSoft DLC developers. They're like Mozart out here with that. So I like to kill this Divine Beast Warrior. You don't have to, but if you don't kill him, and those guys in the stairs right after give you bad RNG, you're cooked, so I just kill him. Boggers. Ooh, fat crit. The rest of them are definitely optional. We're going to run past them. But this right here, ladies and gentlemen, this right here is a problem, okay? This is RNG. Yep. Bad RNG at the start, reset and try again. Yep. If it spawns under you, literally de-aggro them and try again. Okay, let's try that again. With a little less suckage this time. Good. Awesome. At least one of them's dead. Alright, that was way, way better. Nice. Luckily, the rest of this zone, until the NPC fight, is not too bad. There are these annoying birds upstairs, but... eh. For most weapons, it's not a big deal. Unless you're using like a thrusting sword or something, then you're kind of cooked, but... for this weapon, no big deal. Just swat them out of the sky and then square off them when they're on the ground. I think you can crit them too, actually, but... not 100% on that. These are also programmed to hard, like they're hard coded to ultimate when they first see you. So thanks. Thanks for that, FromSoft. Another genius decision. Oh, he's in such a weird spot, holy. Played safe. Holy, dude. This is what true art is, boys. We can't hit each other. There we go. Alright, with that, we are basically finito. He sees you like way early for some reason. We're able to get past him though. Excellent. Boom. Easy, just kill this guy for fun. Now we're done killing dudes, so we can go all the way to the end of the zone without needing to kill anybody else. The trickiest guy is this ice divine beast, but if you just follow the route I'm about to do, you should not get hit. Literally just walk over here. Run, 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 run. Jump up here as soon as you can, and you won't get hit by the frost stomp. Run past the two Inquisitors up here. Nice and simple. There's one more Wind Divine Beast here, but you can bait him out and run past him very easily. It's not that hard at all, boys. So let him do this attack, which he does strangely far away. I don't know why. It's super easy to dodge because of that. See what attack he does here? He did his worst attack, but that's fine. You just run back here. Now he can't do that again, so we are good. Alright, NPC fight. This is going to be the hardest fight in the game. I'm going to do a very weird build with this, I think. It's not possible to backstab, really, unless Dane is buffing. Then you could do like a quick one behind him. He will get the buff off, most likely, but you can't get a backstab that way. That is it, though, literally. So we cannot use Misericord too effectively here, unfortunately, which means we're going to have to improvise and do something totally different. We're going to go for dash attacks with two-hand sword talisman. So square off can be used, but it's not reliable. So I'm just not going to use it basically. So we'll use lacerating here, dragon crest, two-hand sword. Maybe we can use it because honestly we don't have any more slots for anything. But it would be good to use Crimson Seed as well. We could boost our HP too. Let's boost our HP by the utmost. But unfortunately, that means I have to restart the dialogue, so sorry about that, guys. That's just one-shot protection, basically, because if everything goes wrong and Leda combos her ult with Dane, they can kill you in about a quarter of a second from full HP. I'm not even kidding. 1/4 of a second, 100 are dead. So extra HP does mitigate that. Oh, it actually didn't reset the dialogue. That's weird. Sometimes it does. That's super weird. Actually, this goes super tryhard, dudes. Let's put full HP flasks as well. Full HP flasks, boys. We're gonna go full on turtle on these chuds. Heck yeah. Boom. 14 HP flasks. Here we go. I could actually min-max that more with the Flask of Physic, but yeah, whatever, dude. Whatever. Alright. This is going to be Needlite, Leda, and Dryleaf Dane because of all the work we did beforehand. The goal is to kill Dane. If we can kill Dane with enough flash left, we're good. We're fine. We're still medium low poggers. Yeah. Alright, just rush Dane, dudes. Just rush his chud butt, dude. It doesn't matter if you trade with him. Just trade, dude. Until Leda comes in. Okay, that's enough trading. Now we're gonna both heal. Ooh, that range. Use this. Now let the turtle begin, boys. We gotta pretty much wait for Dane to be open. Unfortunately, Leda was right on his behind, so. Alright. We gotta give him space so they let us heal. There we go. Oh wow. That was a crazy input read, holy. Okay. Woo! Yeah. Such a fun fight.
By way of apology.
You cannot attack when they're both there, otherwise they'll murder you. You gotta attack when there's only one. Preferably Dane, but we could attack Leda too. Lower her HP a little bit. That's fine. Okay, they're trying to stick together as much as possible. This fight will take longer than Radahn, which is hilarious. But that's the way the cookie crumbles, I guess. Cool, dude. So dope. So freaking dope. A little bit risky there, but we got it. Look at their perfect sync attack, dude. Crazy. Crazy work. Okay, Leyndell's giving us some space. That's awesome. Where is she now? Oh, she's over there. Ooh, good RNG, good RNG. There we go. That was very gracious of Leyndell to let us get a bunch of hits on Dane there. I don't know how you're supposed to know damage this fight, by the way, besides cheesing with Ashes of War. That must be the play, dudes. Okay, now we gotta heal. Augers. You gotta stay full HP or they could wombo you in a quarter of a second, like I said, dudes. Gotta be real careful about that. Once Dane dies, it gets way easier, though. Cool. He's almost down. He's trying to mess with my camera. Great. There we go. He's dead. Thank frick. Now, Leyndell's annoying to hit without getting hit yourself, but I have 11 flash, so I can just tank it if I need to. She's actually behaving really well. Remember, she still has a heal, though. Yep, there we go. Oh, that was close. She tried to do her death combo there. It's dumb that you can interrupt her Ash of War and it still goes off. Really dumb. Oh, stamina's kind of bad. Let's let it recharge. Keep an eye on that stamina. If it peters out, you're cooked. Like, unironically. Oh my goodness, she keeps trying to death combo me. Alright, Leyndell, you're gonna be cheap? Okay. She keeps doing an animation cancel on her freaking ultimate. He's trying to combo spells together like an actual PvPer. It's crazy, dude. You might be able to backstab her there, but it's like really inconsistent. Actually. So not really worth doing. Oh, animation cancel. Holy, the PvP god here, dude. Crazy. Leyndell's unmatched. Okay, there we go. That's a little weird. Boom! Glad that garbage is over with. Frick. Okay. Very nice. And with that, we're gonna get 99 strength. Keck. Can we kill Radahn without dying? I think so. The problem is we can't really crit him. So, yeah. That's really unfortunate. Usually I run lacerating on him. But this time we will not. Instead, we're going to put on the 2 crit talismans. I'll put on the same order too. For all the OCD people out there. Boom. And instead of lacerating, we're going to do Dragon Crest Great Shield, okay? Now, Radahn is weird. There are a couple times where you could use the square off heavy, but mostly it's going to be the square off light. And with the square off light, we're going to need to hit him 4 times, and then we will have to hit him 1 more time with anything, and then he'll stagger. So it's going to be pretty hard to get crits on him, but I'm going to try nonetheless, boys. If he does the gravity, if he does basically any of his aerial attacks, you can punish with a heavy instead afterwards. Maybe the grab too. Actually, I don't think the grab, but the other aerial attacks you can punish with a long, and that works. Boom, 99 strength. It's Keck. Funny. So what level are we actually? 226. All right. I do need to go pee, though, so I don't want that to mess up my game, so I'll be right back, boys. I'll be right back. Okay, boys. We have returned. Alright, so this is going to be interesting. Oh yeah, we need to actually restore our FP flask too, before we forget, Keck. The physique is pretty weak for this stone bar, but we might be able to make use of it when he goes in the air in phase 2. But we'll see, dudes. Now for flasks, I think I'm going to go with 11.3. 11.2, actually 11.2 should be enough. Yeah, 11.2 should be more than enough, actually. If that isn't enough, we'll just R1 him to death at the end. But we have like 28 mine, so like there's no way it isn't, right? But we'll see. Here we go, boys. First attempt on Radussi.
My loyal blade.
My loyal blade. Okay. There we go. Oh, he did that one. Crazy. He's doing all his worst moves, but they're actually, like, easily punishable, too. So that's fine. Okay, that actually was all of his worst moves. Oh, but he's mogging now. That's awesome. Oh, you might be able to Ronites resolve him. I actually did not know that, if that's the case. Let's bait him into doing Lion's Claw, which is easily punishable. There we go. Alright, he's gonna reset his boys now, but yeah, that's okay, whatever, right? Boom, Roll Knight's resolve. Yo, we might bully this guy, actually. One more of those, and he's down for the count. Well, not literally, but you know. Good meteors. Excellent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can heavy here. Easy peasy. That's weird that hit me. Boom. Boom, boom. Can't punish this. Punish that, though. He might have reset poise, actually. I don't know. Oh, he did not. Okay. Now he's gonna go in the air, so I'm just gonna let him do that instead of try to kill him beforehand. Actually, we could try for memes. Oh, okay. Boom, boom. Mash, mash. Yo, air skip? Yo! Yo, dudes. He threw by doing that first attack. Yo. Nice air skip, dudes. I've never done that before. Frick yeah. Yo, that was Hive. He got mollywopped. Certified mollywopped, dudes. Easy breezy. Okay. Unironically went 20 times better than the Sunflower, of course. Please delete that from the game. 11 healing flasks left, too. Frick yeah. Frick yeah, dude. It's only 1 flask required. Let's go, let's go. And with that, Deathless complete. Another Deathless rundown. Excellent, excellent. So, that's not super surprising just because Square Off is like, I said in day 1, but like it actually is a probably top 5 skill. At least top 10. But most likely top 5. It is so good, dude. It's actually so good. So let's talk about the build real quick before we sign off and have announcements for the stream and stuff like that. So, Stone-Sheathed Sword. This is a straight sword. It does strike damage, which is very interesting. It has Square Off. This is a somber weapon. You cannot infuse it either, so it is stuck with Square Off. Being stuck with Square Off is the same thing as like being stuck on an island with a mansion and like a bunch of like money, basically. So, yeah, it's very, very good. Not Epstein, but you guys are so funny. Oh my goodness. Anyways, Square Off, really good. There are 2 attack modes that cost 6 and 8 FP each. The light attack, boom, and the heavy attack, boom. Light attack deals 30 stance damage. Heavy attack deals 40 stance damage, okay? What's interesting about this weapon, though, is that the damage types for Square Off are actually changed from standard pierce to strike. So both the light and heavy versions do strike damage, which is very interesting, okay? That's actually quite useful on a number of bosses. Not everyone, though, because the original Square Off heavy is thrust, and strike versus thrust, that's a bit of a toss-up. Thrust can be better, and strike can be better, so it's up to you. But in terms of the light attack, strike is definitely better than standard damage, for sure. So, very, very good. Instead of running this purely as a Square Off only run, I decided to leverage the intense stance damage to turn this into a crit fishing build, okay? So with crit fishing, I just spam Square Off, preferably the heavy attack, but also the light attack works as faster recovery frames, until I break enemies, then I switch to this weapon, Fire Misericord. So, the cliff notes is, this weapon, with every buff up, has an 8.8 times critical multiplier. That is crazy, dudes. Specifically, Dagger is 4 times. This weapon is 1.4 times. That's the critical mod you see on screen right now. The Dagger Talisman is 1.17 times. And Royal Knight's Resolve, the Ash of War, gives you another 1.35 times multiplier for 10 seconds on crits. So, if you fire off all of those and land a crit, absolutely devastating. As you guys saw, even Radon got chunked by a crit. It was wild, dude. It was hilarious, actually. But, I think he even takes more damage because he's weak to pierce, relatively speaking, and the crit does pierce and fire. So, very, very good. The reason this is a split Fire Misericord is crit, like the way damage calculation works is there's flat damage mitigation and there's the percentage based mitigation. The flat damage mitigation applies to every subcategory of damage. So for example, with this weapon, there's a flat mitigation for physical and a flat mitigation for fire. That is why usually having your damage split between physical and something else is bad, because that applies twice, that flat mitigation. But for crits, that does not apply. So you want to do a split, like a fire misericord for strength, lightning misericord for dex, and so on, because the combined number there between physical and fire is bigger than if you just went heavy infusion, for example. However, the percentage-based mitigation, the resistances still apply. So if an enemy is heavily fire like resistant, like Moog, you do not want to use Fire Misericord, you want to switch it to heavy, right? So TLDR, Fire Misericord, really strong with Stone-Sheathed Sword Square Off, or any Square Off for that matter, because you can just spam crits. You just knock them down with Square Off, abuse the massive stance damage, and then Misericord them. With Royal Knight's Resolve, preferably, but if you don't have time, just Misericord. Very nice. Also, Sacred Dagger, Golden Vow, standard for non-faith builds. And I use the Beast Champion armor just because it looks cool and fits in thematically with Stone-Sheathed Sword. Nice. So, as for talismans, Shard of Alexander boosts attack power of skills, aka Square Off, by 15%. For a long time, I used Ritual Sword Talisman, which boosts your attack power by 10% when HP is at max. I swapped it out this time for Dragon Crest, though, on Radon, even though I didn't need to, obviously, as you can see. But, yeah. Dagger Talisman gives you a 1.17 times extra crit multiplier. Very nice. Blade of Mercy raises attack power after each critical hit by 20%. I believe it's for 20 seconds. Or it might be 30 seconds. I don't know. But, one of those two, for sure. Very nice. And Flask of Physique. Opaline Hard Tier boosts damage negation by 15% for 3 minutes. Stone Barb Crack Tier makes stance break easier by 30% specifically for 30 seconds. So, with that up, the Square Off, instead of doing 30 stance damage on light, 40 stance damage on heavy, it does 39 stance damage on light and 52 on heavy. That is crazy, dude. But it only lasts 30 seconds, so you're incentivized to just immediately go in and start pummeling him. Okay? Overall, this build is extremely strong, as you can see. It's a bit somber stone heavy, which is why even if you were not using Stone-Sheathed Sword, or not just somber stone, but regular smithing stone, sorry. If you were not using Stone-Sheathed Sword, you're just using any sword with Square Off, it's kind of rough because you'll need to upgrade that and the Misericord at the same time, which means you're going to have to get the bell bearings. So I had an easy time doing that because it's a New Game Plus run, so I didn't have to worry about that. But if you were doing this in New Game, just be aware, when you have both this and Misericord, you're going to need a lot of stones, boys. So go for those bell bearings that give you the ability to purchase them from the vendor, and you'll have no problem, okay? Definitely would recommend this build. This build is super fun. Abusing bosses and stance breaking them over and over again, super fun, dudes. Can't recommend it enough. 10 out of 10. I guess I should say 9 out of 10, because technically the only weakness of this build, as you saw, is NPCs. NPCs deal with Square Off pretty good, and you do not have Hyper Armor during Square Off, so you will get knocked out of it if you're not careful. So, NPC fights, not good. You have to go to R1 spam and use Two-Handed Sword Talisman, a bunch of other garbage, but besides that, very, very good, boys. Deathless run, done. It wasn't even that hard, except honestly, like Fire Giant, Millennia, Sunflower. Ironically, those three somehow were the hardest. Really weird, but definitely would recommend, boys. So here's the deal. Here's what's going to happen, boys. As for the stream schedule, a lot is happening over the weekend. I am going to be taking a lot of time off, okay? A few days, to be precise. The reason for that is I am determined to spend some time to finish the Dark Souls 2 video and release it, okay? It's very old at this point, so I want to just get it done and move on. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I am determined to get that done. So yeah, we're going to take some time off to take care of that. With the exception of tomorrow, because tomorrow is the end of our All Bosses run. So we're going to finish that up, okay? but that's not going to take very long at all. We're only like 18 bosses away or something like that. And then we're done. So we will be finishing the all bosses run then. But Saturday and Sunday, we're not going to be streaming, okay? Except for Sunday. Actually, we might be doing a community night thing on Saturday. I shouldn't say that. We might be doing community night on Saturday, and then Sunday after midnight, we're playing games with friends, probably. But as for regularly scheduled 8 p.m. streams, no, we're not going to be doing that, okay? Not on Saturday and Sunday. So, yeah. Maybe even Monday, too. But however long it'll take me to finish this darn video, okay? But, yeah. After that, we'll come back with a new Elden Ring run. And we'll move forward from there. Like I said earlier, I was considering Iron Ball. We'll see what happens, but anything is open to interpretation. Yeah. So I think that's it, boys. I think that's it. Stay on the lookout on the main channel, which should be linked in the description, for the Dark Souls 2 video. I will warn you, I originally recorded that script months ago, but then I got busy. So it is a bit old, and I've learned a lot since then. So it's going to be the last video that's going to be in 1080p and have like an old style of just how the video's made. But after that, smooth sailing, boys, hopefully. So thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time, for technically tomorrow, for the All Bosses run. And then hopefully the Dark Souls 2 video will finally be done, because I need the computer space on my hard drive, honestly. My SSD, technically. Because for some reason, this is a small tangent, but when I record Elden Ring for 3 hours, the video file is about like 45 gigs, right? When I record Dark Souls 2 for 3 hours, the video file is like 120 gigs. I have no idea why it is. It's so funny. But I'm really eager to get that off my freaking hard drive. So I'm going to edit that footage into a video, and then we're good, okay? Alright, thanks for watching, boys. Peace.